Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob. I'll be your dungeon keeper.
What?
I'm your dungeon game keeper. Keeper of arcane lore. I get confused with all these games. It's just so many names for your DM nowadays. I'll tell you what's not lagging though is Joey. Joey look at this new location.
It's sleek.
It's sleek. You got lights in the background.
Got to make it rain sign. I don't know if you can make out the writing.
It's hard to read, but that's okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's very on brand for Zach.
Very on brand.
This does look like where Zach would live.
As soon as you moved your camera, you lagged.
Make it rain.
Is that in Braille, but just spelled out the letters?
They're spelled out in like X's and that, like X's.
Oh,
like
okay.
each.
Totally Zach. I see. And you got the kombucha. Look at you.
Mm.
And what'd you eat for dinner tonight? You were telling me.
I had buchi and sushi.
Exactly what Zach would have eaten the night before coming to Italy.
I just want to point out that I think Joey has had a kombucha every single stream after the first one.
He's committed.
Such commitment.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Obviously, we are graced by the presence of Joey, Dasha, John, and Estelle back again for Viral. We took 1 week off last week. It actually was better. It was a lot of stuff going on. Some people were having a hard time making it. John and I had to get up very early for a school trip, so it was actually ended up being quite good that we canceled. It would have been we wouldn't have been at full steam that night. So plus, it's hard to play without people because we really want to make sure that this game. I mean, this is a short series, right? So missing somebody for one part is not the same as missing somebody for one of 50 parts. And so we want to make sure that we stay on track here with the story narratively. So, but we're back and we're ready to go. We ended up getting quite a lot out of the morgue last time. We were just chatting here before we came on. But I'm going to talk about one thing that I talked about in Curse of Strahd stream last night was that we had a monumentous occasion the other day. I didn't even realize it. We passed 400 videos on YouTube. Can you believe that? Isn't that amazing? 400.
That's insane.
Wow.
Well done.
And if you do the math, we started the channel in 2020. Technically, the first video was posted in like August, but like I say posted because like I posted it, but I didn't like try to get it out there. It was more like a test run to see how it worked, and it was one of our Avernus streams, and then after that I started to try to promote them a little bit, but I really consider the start of the channel to be October of that year. That's when Icewind Dale started. That's when we finished Avernus and we put up the last videos. So it felt like we were kind of like a real channel at that point. And so that's really like the birthday, so to speak. So if you think about it though, from September, October of 2020 to about now, we're putting out at least like 1 to 2 videos a week. Like religiously. So that's a pretty bold, I feel like, accomplishment here for us. That's a lot of channels. They can't do that.
Yeah.
Right?
No, that's true.
It's a factory.
Yeah. A factory of creativity, though.
I wonder if you can calculate or see how many hours of stream or video there have been.
I feel like YouTube gives me a ton of like data, so I feel like I could. That's like definitely a possibility.
How many hours of our lives have we sacrificed to this?
All right, so here's what we're doing. We're not going to do a icebreaker really, but what are some of your favorite moments here on the channel? Some things that you played in or maybe watched, or you could say viral too, honestly. This has been a lot of fun. What are your favorites? While you do this, I'm going to look and see if there's any analytics on that. Joey, go ahead.
It's weird because I think it was one of the most like uncomfortable moments I had playing. But it was when we were in Icewind Dale, and like I had tried to capture a hag.
Oh yes, I remember the hag.
And CJ like murdered
this
poor innocent creature.
Whoa. Poor like innocent creature.
Yeah, let's talk more about your character in that series before, like, no context at all.
I love like okay.
You loved everyone.
Rogal saw himself as a monster, and he wanted to seek redemption. So he didn't like the idea that there were just some creatures that were just ontologically evil, and so he tried to be like, no, everything has a chance to change. And then the thing died right in front of him, which was so awkward. Like CJ cuts its throat.
Yeah.
Right in front of me.
So
as I'm holding it.
I don't want to give too many spoilers out of this, but you know, it's one of our first campaigns, the first full campaign on the channel. So I feel like if you haven't seen it yet, and you're going to go back eventually, you probably won't remember. But this kind of was the crux of the sort of like the tension between Rogal and Edmund. It was like the first time that really there was dissension amongst the group, and that led to, I think, what ended up being really like satisfying ending to the story.
Yeah.
So it was actually great. I really loved it. Really enjoyed the Icewind Dale campaign. What about you, Dasha? I know you've been in a few different things.
I think my favorite moment was actually not on stream. It was like after I had logged off and then reviewed the video later. It was our very last, or my very last Supernatural 20 episode where we did Ravenloft.
Mm-hmm.
And it was this really cool ending where our characters went through. I think we defeated Strahd. We accomplished our mission. We recorded that one in like 2 different sessions and released it as like a recorded video, I believe, because it was too long to do at once. And
it was long.
At the end, my character decided he was a paladin of Paylor, so like a very like good, wholesome young man fighting to bring light to the darkness. And he made this decision at the end. Like the whole party was able to leave, and I was like, oh, my character's gonna stay and help rebuild. And that was that. We recorded, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Bob texted me, like, you should watch the ending. And I was like, what do you mean? I know what happens at the end. And unbeknownst to any of us, he had tacked on this ending that was basically like, well, Arel, spoiler alert, by the way, if you haven't watched that, but basically Arel stays, he helps them rebuild, it's great. And then 3 months later, the clouds roll back in. The mists. The rain returns, the mists roll back in, and then as Arel, there's like activity in the castle again. Arel gathers a group of villagers to go and inspect what's going on, and he sees Strahd standing there. It's like Strahd is back. So I had no idea this was going to happen, that my character got stuck there for all eternity. And that was such a cool and surreal moment because I was like, I have no control over this, but I love that this happened. That's my favorite moment on the channel so far.
It was great. And if you haven't seen it, you can check out the Ravenloft finale to season 1 of Supernatural 20. It's in the playlist. It was really great. And we did record it in 2 parts because I think it was 6 hours. So we recorded it in 2 parts. I think it was like 2.5 hours and then 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
And if you want more Curse of Strahd, we are running Curse of Strahd here on the channel on Tuesdays.
Last night's episode was wild.
Yeah. I feel like that's been the general consensus of last night's episode. Yeah. Everybody was like, it was like a jaw drop moment. So check it out. It was pretty intense, and all I can say is can't wait till next week. But anyway, so we move on to, that was a great one, by the way, Dasha. Let's go on to John. John, what about you? What are some of your favorite moments?
Well, you said some of. I don't want to take too many.
One of them. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. One of. It's been really, I've been deliberating quite a bit. There's a lot. I'm going to avoid the sad ones in my personal experience when it comes to Keep on the Borderlands.
A lot of
you haven't watched it, go watch it. My characters have quite a bit of sad times.
Yep.
It leads to some happy times, but some sad times. But my actual all-time favorite is something that Dasha and I shared, along with Tim, in the original Call of Cthulhu that we did. And our finale, I said that word. I said that word weird twice. I feel like we had this argument at a different stream once or twice. But
we definitely did.
Yeah, the finale of that one was amazing. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm not just being a shill and trying to get you to go back and watch that original Call of Cthulhu. But the 3 of us played, I thought, such fun characters, and and I want to say his name was Dougal.
Dougal.
My Scottish buddy Dougal. His final his final Pierre de Resistance. It's really hard to like say a French word in Scottish accent. Yeah. But Dougal had a great time, and at the end of the day, I think Dougal died, but I think for the greater good. And I really enjoyed the hell out of that, and that was super fun to play Cthulhu on the channel for the first time. And that was my favorite moment. When I had this realization of like, wait, this can happen? Wait, I did it, it's happening. It forever entrenched me in love of this game system, and I really, truly do love Call of Cthulhu as a game system. It's as much as I love D&D, that was my favorite moment on the channel.
Yeah, it was a great game. Mr. Corbett is the game he's referring to. If you want to go back, the playlist is there too. And John, I love how John's like, I'm going to stick away from the sad moments, and I'm going to talk about a character death.
Yeah, but not all deaths are sad.
Fair enough.
I probably would have want to refrain from that one level of spoiler, but I screwed that one up. I was too excited. It was so much fun. I love that character.
The way I see it, if the campaign has been done for 6 months, I mean, listen, it's their fault for not watching it. All right, go back and watch it now. Estelle, what about you?
I keep thinking about Tomb of Horrors, and I keep thinking of more and more moments that I really loved.
There were so many in that game.
There were so many. But I think the part that I actually enjoy, like, going back to rewatch, like, a few times is, I think it was, like, the first time I described getting my familiar back.
Oh, yes.
Because I got to watch everyone else's faces react in complete disgust.
She could have been like, all right, I summoned my familiar back, and like, poof, here's your familiar.
No, that was not Agatha's way.
No. I don't even think we should describe it here. I think people should just go watch Tomb of Horrors.
Yeah, just go watch it.
Yeah.
So many good moments. Yeah. I wrote so many rhymes for that. It was great.
She played, of course, Agatha, the witch, who is, I think, enshrined immortality, Tabletop Bob legend here. Wow. Yeah.
So much fun to play her.
Yeah.
Him, her. Yeah.
They.
Them.
If you know Tomb of Horrors, you know. So
just go watch it. It's great. Watch all the series here.
Yeah.
Watch all 400 videos.
Watch the 400 videos, everybody. And this actually is going to lead into something next week. I'm going to be making an announcement on the channel. I'm going to have the Tabletop Bob State of the Channel, which I usually do like halfway through the year. So probably in June, I'll be doing the State of the Channel address. But I'm going to do one big announcement probably next week. And I think it'll all make sense next week. So I told the Curse of Strahd people that depending on which game had a better ending this week, I would announce it in that game. So it's like a competition right now. So if you guys do better, the announcement will come on your game instead of theirs.
That's a high bar.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really high bar after last night.
All right. Well, we'll see. And chat, you let us know too. The chat helps a big deal with this. So chat, if you have a great night with us here, then maybe you'll get it on viral instead of Curse of Strahd. Although that might be backfire because they might want the announcement earlier, so they would just like sign off now and not chat. So never mind. I lied. We'll do it on Curse of Strahd. Just hang out with us tonight. All right? Hang out with us. All right, so I'm not going to give my favorite because it's like having children. They're all your favorites. So,
but specifically,
bullshit.
But it was definitely no. Let's see. What's a game that none of you were in? It was. Let's see. I don't know.
You're hard pressed to find a game none of us were in.
That's actually thinking. Yeah. Wait.
It's got to be one of the Candlekeep mysteries, like a really eclectic, specific Candlekeep mystery.
Perfect. I think what you mean to say is going viral is your favorite. of all time, right?
Thank you, Joey.
Viral. There we go. And I love the Italian coded message. That was a great one. Great moment. All right, so we are going to jump into our game here. Of course, it would be a shame to not talk about the way we left things off last week, because it was a bit of a cliffhanger too. Last week, right at the very end, you had discovered the morgue, and we'll talk more about that in a second. But we left off on what a big cliffhanger, because Todd, who was setting up the Wi-Fi repeater upstairs on the first floor while you were in the morgue, came running down, and he looked like he was scared, out of breath, and he looked like he had something to tell you. But what led to that? Well, you see, ultimately, this morgue scenario kind of took hold in the episode. It was like the main portion of the episode. We thought, okay, we'll check the morgue. It'd be cool. When you got down to the morgue area, you saw there were 6 or so holes in the wall that looked like they were, formerly used to hold bodies. And you were on Super Chat, dared to basically go into one of them. And I think ultimately it was the superfan, Maggie, who you met. She came onto the island, basically stalked you all, found her way onto the island. And she was maybe her idea to maybe get into the, it wasn't her idea to get in, but I think continue the live stream in there was discussed. And she was happy to jump in there with Maggie, but not Maggie. Geez, she's Maggie, with Annabelle. But I think it was decided that Annabelle would go in with Zach because she's the host and would definitely get more fans interaction there. So the two of you went in. Zach was shirtless. And Joey, do you want to share what Zach had mentioned to the entire world on live stream?
So Zach was having a crisis of conscience. He was worried he was going to die, and he had just a few sins he wanted to get off his back. And he may have admitted that he slept with his co-host's ex-boyfriend.
Yes, Hunter. And Hunter had been ghosting, no pun intended, Annabelle for the entirety of this show. But now that all that quote-unquote tea was spilled into the live stream, he broke his silence. And in the Discord, Annabelle posted her text to Hunter, basically scolding him, talking about how much pressure she's been under, and this could not have come at a worse time. And I'm not going to read the whole text here, but Hunter's text back was maybe just as scathing. And I think the way it ended was that you're done. I think you and Hunter are done.
We're done, except he wants me to get him like a coffee distributor for his artisanal organic coffee brand.
That's right.
So I don't know how done we are. This has happened before. We've been done before.
Oh, really?
We'll see. He's gonna come crawling right back to Annabelle.
I don't know about this time. Hunter seems pretty sure of himself, so this might be different.
We'll see.
And someone's stuff might be already getting collected and thrown out onto the curb. So.
Oh, her stuff. She did not have stuff at his apartment.
Oh,
her stuff is too nice to keep at his apartment.
Wow.
She has her own beautiful LA apartment I think she lives in Malibu. She would not leave stuff at Hunter's.
He's definitely breaking into your house right now, getting all of his stuff.
Breaking all the crystals.
Trashing your, yes.
Yeah. I love the idea that she has like a bunch of like old dirty t-shirts and like maybe some paper plates. And like Hunter thinks that's her stuff. So like Hunter's like throwing away like old dirty mugs and paper plates, and she's like, "Ew, that was never my stuff. That was your stuff that I used."
Yep.
Fair enough.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we'll see what state your apartment is in when you get back. I think Hunter might take some revenge.
You get back.
Wait, would Annabelle be the type to have like the cameras inside of her home so she could just check on her phone?
She has the Ring like doorbell. She has the camera, so she gets notified on her phone, and she gets video footage of what's happening. So she gets Hunter just breaking in.
Wow.
Taking all her shit.
Oh my god, you can speak to him. So at some point when this happens, you should alert
Hunter.
So like in the most inopportune time, Annabelle should start speaking to Hunter. get out of my apartment. But I don't want to see out.
He's caught in 4K.
I'm giving him ideas.
Caught in 4K. All right, so that's what we did yet last time in the morgue. There was a lot of scariness. I think Zach had a panic attack, blurted that out to the world, and now we are out of the cell. And in fact, the morgue, the door to the chamber wouldn't open. Maggie luckily was able to pry it open, but the rest of you had a hard time doing it. John, actually, I think Tony ended up freaking out a little bit because it seemed weird that she was able to open it and nobody else could open it. And so I think you decided to... Did you take out your gun? Did you draw your gun?
Yes, I did.
You drew your gun, yeah. And then at that moment... You didn't shoot it, no. And then
I was ready to.
Right, yeah. And at that moment, that's when Todd entered from upstairs. And so we'll pick it right up from there. Todd comes in, and he looks visibly startled. I mean, he is shaken. You can see he's got his hat that he normally wears is like kind of normally maybe he wears it like in a backwards way. It looks like it's maybe like off kilter, about to fall off of his head. His gray hair is kind of frizzled out, and he comes downstairs panting. And he just shows you. He goes, takes out his cell phone, and he shows you a picture.
I go up to it and I just take the phone out of his hand. Like, what is it? What is this?
He's about to speak, and he just, again, he's trying to catch his breath, but he's, heavy smoker, so it doesn't really work. He's having a hard time. But you can see, you look at the picture, you zoom in, and it looks as though there is a silhouetted figure on the administrator's home, which is like an attachment, like an annex to the hospital. And it looks like there is a figure standing in the window.
What is this, one of the Italian kids or something? And do we have another super fan out here? Maggie, did you bring another person here?
No, I came by myself. I wouldn't blow the stream up.
All right, then find out who this is in this picture.
By the way, are we live right now? I forget.
Yeah, no, we're live streaming everything.
Yeah, but are we actually, we didn't pause for one thing here though, or no? Maybe I'm wrong. It's been 2 weeks.
No, because the Wi-Fi was going down, and that's why we sent Todd out to put down the Wi-Fi.
Okay, so we are still live.
thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know how good the connection is.
It's fine now because Todd set up the repeater.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And he'll
Tony,
point to the picture. He'll point to the picture, and he's like, and he's pointing like upstairs and to the right.
Margaret, you said that guy, the one that likes you and stuff, he set up the props in the set here, right? So that's probably just another piece.
Hey, I mean,
you know what? You're right. We should go over there.
I'm having a private conversation with Todd. I pull him to the side. I give him my flask. Take a nice big swig. How does he feel after he takes a big drink from my flask?
Whew.
I take his phone. I take a good look at it. Does this look like every ghost that Tony's ever seen before?
It just looks like a dark silhouette. It's too hard to tell. The moonlight is like behind it's coming in from behind the house, so you're seeing like a dimly lit window from the administrator's house.
And it doesn't look evil, or there's no discerning thing. Nothing for Tony. All right.
No, in fact, to be honest with you, it's possible this could not be a person. It's like somewhat humanoid shaped, but you only see it from about waist up in the window.
Right. So I tell them, I say, hey, Todd. Hey, take another drink, Todd. Love the sound effects, Bob.
It's a heartbeat, but I assume it's him drinking.
It's pretty good. Ghosts are real. Some of them want to kill you, some of them don't. This one doesn't seem particularly evil or anything, so chill out. Where did you see this exactly?
And he uses fingers and hands, and he's like drinking from your flask, and he's like upstairs, basically, the annex.
I ripped the flask out of his hand and say, hey, not too much. Some of us need this more than others. And okay, All right, everybody, let's go investigate to see if this is a real ghost or just a ghost.
Maggie's like, oh, this is going to be great.
I want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't like anything that's happening. I feel like everything has just gotten so tense.
Annabelle glares at you and just says, and whose fault is it that things have gone a little bit tense, Zach? Whose fault? We need to have a talk later.
I think the world is to blame. I think that, circumstances put people through hard times, and we should forget about the past and go home. I think we should all go. I don't want to be here.
Annabelle rolls her eyes and like flips her hair and goes over to Margaret. Margaret, do you have any like wet wipes? Zach was like really sweaty in there and he was shirtless. I just need to get it off me.
I should have something in my fanny pack over here.
Maggie's already got him out. She's got the Spectral Crew Lysol wipes.
I want to take it from Maggie real quick and like sniff it to just make sure it's nothing weird.
They're the
like chloroform.
No, they're
Your branded wet wipes.
Yeah.
We spent money on that. Tony would like to take Zach in a headlock, but like in a friendly headlock, and pull him over to the side real quick where no one else can hear. And you good with that, Zach? It's friendly.
Sure. I just want to say, like, I feel like our branded wet wipes would just like the brand just like smudges on
the temporary tattoo.
This makes you groan.
All right.
Yeah.
Annabelle, this is safe here.
I guess we get close to
Hey,
Tony.
Come here, buddy.
I actually like sort of like get like I sort of like touch your face and I'm like get out. I saw crazy shit in that thing. Just gotta get out. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't like the fact that ghosts are real. I don't want to be a ghost. I don't want to be this. I don't want to be a ghost. I just want to go. Can Tony get me home? Tony, you're supposed to be my bodyguard. I'm gonna die here.
Zach. I'm glad you finally understand that this shit's real. But I'm afraid you saw what happened back at the bridge. If we leave, we die. We gotta stick together.
If we say I die, I die. I don't want to die. Okay.
We all die.
No, it's specific. There was a voice specifically called me out. A little different.
Did you not hear the voice that talked to me too?
You're hearing voices. Okay,
we're all hearing voices.
Oh, lost our minds. We've all lost our minds.
Tony's always heard the voices.
Always, exactly. Since I was a little goobats with my grandma, I've been hearing these voices. All right, okay. I've been here a long time. Listen to me. There's two ways we get off this island: in a body bag, or as victors.
Ooh.
All right, just shoot me now. Shoot me
I mean, if you want. I mean, your parents won't be. Your parents won't be so upset.
Do I see him like pulling a gun?
There was always a bonus in my contract for not embarrassing your parents. I mean, protection was part one, but there's a part two somewhere for ending the embarrassment. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And I put the flask in his hands right now. Take a swig. Come on. Straight now.
I drink it.
There's only a little.
I immediately like cough it up.
There's only a little bit left. You're wasting the rest of it then.
I always have my second flask. This is just my first flask.
Todd has sticky fingers, remember?
He took the other flask. I'll kick his ass.
It's
He's going to get shot in the face.
You have it. It's empty.
Wait, what is a gun?
What are you doing to me?
It's a grenade? What is that?
What?
This is an actual flask.
Is it really? Oh, okay. I thought it was a grenade.
It does look like a grenade.
Okay, I guess it's a large flask. It's an alcoholic flask. You're right. It's big, but that's
Is hefty.
That's what us peoples use. All right.
Us uses.
People.
So okay, so the
Who
look
do you
back.
mean, us people?
So you look back and
alcoholic Americans.
you look back and you see the group. It looks as though Todd takes the camera back from Estelle or from Margaret.
I've entered the game.
Yes, you've entered the game. He takes the camera back from Margaret so that he can continue. And he realizes again, you're streaming, right? So he looks at you and nods. He knows that you're still streaming, and he cues you all ready to go. Zach, are you ready for this?
No.
All right, remember, we're going to the administrative building. All right, let's get a move on. Gotta hype this up.
He's pointing to you, Zach. He's pointing to you.
I'm looking for the chapel. You guys can go to the administrator. Maybe he's got a good idea, but I want to know where this chapel's at.
But Tony, you were so interested in the papers earlier. Don't you want to see if the administration has more papers in there?
I hates when you speak in good language.
Annabelle just like walks over to Tony and quietly says, "Don't you dare leave us. I cannot handle time alone with these maniacs. Maggie and Zach, I cannot do it. You need to stay with us." Okay, Tony, please.
Hey, don't worry. Anytime you want, I'll put a bullet in Maggie's face. It ain't a problem.
Jesus!
Annabelle looks a little shocked at that violence.
Only Annabelle hears that, by the way.
So the crew starts heading upstairs. Of course, yeah, you whisper that to her. The crew starts heading upstairs, and Todd cues some music.
Too bad.
I told you to get some new ones.
Annabelle like trips over her long skirt
So
as they're walking up the stairs.
Have you not ripped that thing into a short skirt at this point? Seriously, in this heat?
Not yet. I think she tied it up at one point around her ankles.
That's what.
Around her knees. But yeah, I think she still would trip over like the longer half of it that's still kind of hanging down.
Yep. So you keep tripping over. I mean, you're all just like disheveled, all of you. Honestly, you've got stains all over your shirts and clothes, dirty. You're sweaty. This has been the most, I think, rigorous sort of haunt you've ever done. You get upstairs, back into the moonlit hallway. You look out through the glass windows, and you can see the administrator's house. It's to the northern side of the facility, and you see the moon up in the sky, and you don't see the figure that Todd had showed you, but you see the same where he was, basically, where the location of his snapshot was taken, and it looks like it. There's just nobody standing there.
Hey, Mr. Dion, is the moon like a bigger pizza pie?
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, I guess that's amore.
Amore.
It always is, isn't it?
Thank you, Doctor.
When it hits your
I got
eye,
you.
it is.
I was
pizza.
going to say.
So the crew heads up towards the front entrance again. If you would like to get the administrator's house, you can. I'm going to bring up our Roll20 screen so people can see what we are seeing.
As they're walking, seeing that there's no figure there, and there was in the photo, Annabelle's going to whisper off stream to Margaret, Margaret, if Nuncio left that figure there, like a cardboard cutout of a person or whatever, why is it gone now?
You
Like-
know, maybe Todd just saw something, but we should definitely show that photo on stream and be like, "Ooh, there's nobody here now."
Okay, but I'm concerned that like in real life, there's now nobody there now. Like that was.
Look, he's
I thought that was
probably
a
just
setup.
seeing things, you know, like this. Our brains are trying to like process like different shapes and like understand stuff, but it was probably just some curtains that got moved around, and they got moved around again.
By who?
The wind.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I bet that for sure.
And then plus there are like a bunch of like, rats that we keep finding around here, so something might have gotten knocked over as well.
Yeah, you're right. That
No,
makes.
I
Or maybe
don't
some of
know,
this.
it's fine. And plus we got Tony here, too. Okay.
Yes, yeah, that's
he's here
true.
to protect us all.
And I'm
Yes.
here.
I don't like you for several reasons, Maggie, and part of it is that the fact that your name is Maggie, and it's going to get confusing for people with me.
Oh, don't worry, Margaret. I'll never replace you.
You could never dream to.
I wouldn't dare.
Maggie, why don't you stay behind the scenes and help out Todd? I'm sure he would really love your support.
Todd needs lots of support.
Which means you need to stay kind of like away from me, because you have to be filming me, right? So
stay behind Todd.
Exactly,
like,
away from me.
Could I film you with my own camera?
No, that is against the waiver you signed. You're not even supposed to be talking right now.
Oh, right. So should I help Todd?
Yes, now go bother Todd.
She looks over at Todd, and you see Todd there grinning. He's like,
I want to take like either like a power check or like a inside check or like something. I want to like try and get a sense for Maggie, because now that I'm thinking about it, like Zach has had some pretty crazy experiences right now, and just this random girl showing up.
Yeah, no shit.
So Joey, there's a skill for this. It would be psychology.
Psychology.
And your psychology is bad.
I think psychology is bad?
No, your psychology is bad. It's 10%.
My psychology is great, but I think I failed on this already.
You rolled your check already, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
God. Okay. Well.
Hey, Joey, right. But you have lots of luck. Oh, wait. No, you don't. You wasted it.
Oh, wait. Don't we get our luck? Since we leveled up, don't we get luck?
Actually, the only person who gets luck right now is Dasha.
We didn't level up, and you didn't.
That's right.
Dasha gets an extra D6 of luck. Go ahead, you can roll it.
I need to do that, yeah.
Because she did the post in Discord.
You all should post in Discord also, so you also get luck. Ah,
so
that's a 1.
So you can get one luck.
That's what you get for being a loudmouth now.
It's fine, I got a 6 on my last one. It all evens out.
Yep.
So that means I'm up to...
No good.
49 luck.
Yep. So Joey, if you'd like to make a psychology roll, you can.
Yeah. All right.
And that's not going to work.
Not work.
I mean, honestly, you're so frazzled, it's kind of hard to read anybody at this point.
Yeah. I like try to think about it for a second, and then my brain just goes somewhere else.
So the administrator's house. You step outside into the, I guess, the humid air, and you can see the administrator was clearly a figurehead of the hospital. It looks as though the house, even though it is, old and kind of decrepit here, it does look like it has more, I would say, more going for it than the rest of the hospital in terms of its condition. It looks like it's more well-maintained. What maybe was more well-maintained even before the hospital was abandoned. But you can see the house clearly in front of you. It's got 3 floors. It looks as though the first floor, which is the way most common entry, it looks like the first floor has a doorway, would be through a door. And there are some windows, but mostly it looks like everything here is boarded up or, probably locked even too. What would you like to do?
Tony, do you want to take point and open up the door, make sure nothing's going to fall on anyone?
All right.
Are we live right now?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
You don't know
Annabelle
that,
will Annabelle will walk up to the door knowing that we're live and put her hands on it and concentrate really hard. Yeah, dramatic music.
I walk up behind Annabelle and I'm like, so are we going to talk about this?
Zach, I'm trying to concentrate. We'll talk later.
I feel like it's just, it's kind of awkward.
Yes, Zach, it's awkward. And she's whispering this, trying to make it not be caught on stream.
Tony walks up and kicks the door open and then but doesn't go in first, lets one of them decide who goes in.
All right, so you go up to the door, kick the door in, dust and particles
Annabelle
fly into the
startled.
air.
You're welcome.
The first floor, you can see this looks like a modest living room. You can see it connects pretty open floor plan to a kitchen and dining room as well. It's furnished with Victorian-era furniture and appliances, though the elements have had their way with them. This place reeks of mold and rat urine. And a hole in the roof, or the ceiling, has caused significant water damage in the southeast corner. The stairs to the second floor are at the rear of the main entry hall. And, yeah. That's what you see.
You know what else is at the rear?
What?
Annabelle's boyfriend.
Oh, so Zach, are you admitting to being
No.
of a particular persuasion?
And so this clearly is, there's nobody here. There's like no, and this wasn't the floor that he had taken the picture of. It was the second floor.
Okay.
I have one more question about Todd's photo. Does it look masculine or feminine?
Very hard to tell. Honestly, it's more just like a shadowy figure. Hard to tell any features.
Well, we got the shadow man in our past, so I'm scared.
Mm-hmm. John, hard to hear you. Is your microphone on? Is it the...
Yeah, it's the... Oh, I might be using maybe the wrong mic. Can you hear me better now?
I don't hear you any differently, I think.
I see what the difference is.
There you go.
That should be much better.
That's much better. Mm-hmm.
I was using internal mic, not headphone mic.
There you go. That's the right mic now.
I'm very sorry that it took this long.
It's okay. I didn't really notice it either till just now. All right, so the first floor is, like I said, kind of moldy, smelly, gross, but there's no people there, and you can see a stairwell to the second floor at the rear of the entry hall. What do you do?
Can I sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, Annabelle is in character and ready to turn it back on for the stream, and she's like, I sense through the door. I sensed a negative energy in here. There was something wrong, and I think we need to follow it, right, Zach? And she's trying her best to be her normal self on camera. I don't know how well it's actually coming across because A, she's getting a little weirded out by this island, and B, she's pissed at Zach, but she knows that she has to remain professional with her co-host. So she's like, Zach, let's come, why don't you go check out where that negative energy might be coming from, Zach?
Why are you pointing it at me? I mean, yes. Yes.
In this instance, Tony wants to stop. Tony wants to stop everyone and say, "Hey, Zach. And I want to be the first person to peek my head inside the door. And I'm looking specifically at the dust pattern on the floor to see if anyone has entered this room in any recent times. Are there footprints in the dust? Are there any... Tony needs to confirm for himself what's going on here. So I'm looking at the dust on the floor, and I want to see if it looks like someone's been in here.
Sure.
Was this Nunzio, or was this the shadow person?
Yeah, so I think that actually that would definitely be a skill.
Spot hidden?
Spot hidden. Yeah, that sounds right.
Click the green button, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can pass one of these. It's been like 4 sessions since I passed something. Nope, that's a fail as well. That's a close fail, though. I'm going to use luck to pass that one.
Okay, how much luck does it cost you to get to? You rolled a 72?
72 under or over 65.
Gotcha. So you want to spend 7 to get there.
Yep, and I got that for spades. All right.
Okay. Estelle, you...
I'm looking at it.
Okay. Yeah, whenever you feel.
Yeah.
Here's what you do see with that spot hidden here. You actually don't see any footprints or things like that. But you do see what looks like on a nearby table an open metal box with drug paraphernalia, including several syringes, rubber tubing, and a plastic bag that contains a small amount of you're certain of, heroin.
Recent
Zach
looking.
grabs the heroin.
No. He's the only one who saw this.
Demonetized.
You
Don't do
even
drugs,
notice
kids.
Is this recent looking or old and dusty?
It's rather old. But I don't think you get the sense that this was here for the long term. Like, it wasn't here since the 1950s.
But I also don't get the sense that
This
the person
happened
is
last
still
week.
in the
No.
building. Yeah. All right, got it. Gonna make my way towards that spot and stand directly in front of it so Zach doesn't see it.
The heroin?
Correct.
And you're the only person that's seen it.
He's the only one that looked for it. Everybody else is just kind of like at the front of the room.
Okay. I'm gonna try to like get Zach to go upstairs.
Zach, to go upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Zach, you gotta go upstairs. Act all like spooked out, and like, you're gonna find a ghost or something. Okay.
Don't I need some like ghost device or something? Because it's like canonically, according.
Here's the EMF thing and the
Okay, cool.
EVP.
I grab it. I like smack it a couple times until it starts looking like this.
Okay. It looks like the chat really likes the fact that you're looking nervous, so you're doing a great job now. Great acting.
Nervous.
And what it looks like Eternal Hobo thinks that you should grab a souvenir here. So if you see something like neat looking, just go for that. Okay. They gave a $30 donation, so you don't have to make sure like it was super cool or anything. It's not like it's $100. So okay, ready? Okay, go.
Margaret, I'm gonna die here.
I just push him in front of the camera.
I'll jump in front of the camera too, and I'll like explain to the stream like, okay, so Zach is gonna use our specialized equipment to see where maybe there's some ghost energy in this house, and after that contact has been made, I will attempt to communicate with the spirit in that location. Right, Zach?
Zach is like...
Right, Zach?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I turn it on. Like, some ghost machine.
Yeah, you hear like the warble sounds. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a push.
Oh, wow. The meters are off the charts here. He's not completely lost his ability to be like composed on camera.
Maggie's like, go.
I make the sign to him like, hey, remember to do a cross.
Does that actually work?
What does Zach
hold on.
think?
Like, Zach is being skeptical. Zach is like, wait, is the Christian God real?
Can it hurt, Zach? Hey, Zach, do you think you got a better idea right now?
Do you want the one we have in the bag?
Take it.
Sure, you take out the cross. Yeah.
It's been blessed by a priest. It's got a better chance. I mean, at the end of the day, it's sharpened on the bottom,
Is it?
Stab somebody with it.
Who sharpened the cross?
Wait, who sharpened it? And why would we let Zach have it?
Why does he need to know that it's not sharpened? I'm lying through my teeth.
Oh, well, once he looks at it, though, he'll see it's not sharpened.
Oh, my way out!
Here, John, give me a luck roll.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, no.
Another one.
No, you told Todd to sharpen it, and he didn't get a chance to do it yet.
Yeah. That was so close. That was the closest roll I've had in a month.
53 to 51. Yeah,
if I was allowed to use luck points, I'd pass, but I'm not allowed.
Not allowed on a luck roll. So you
go upstairs.
Yeah. Okay, so you give Zach the cross, you're holding the cross, your EMF, and you head up the stairs slowly, and Todd follows behind. And then you get upstairs.
Is this the music I'm going to die to?
No, I've got the one you're going to die to. Here it is. Ready?
that open source? Really? I like that.
All these are open source. That's why people use them for everything.
You just hear the what's it like the Roblox like whoa like what's that?
So you head up to the second floor. The second floor has a main bedroom, bathroom, study, and spare bedroom. You start to move around, and you can realize that the everything here is very ornate, from the wardrobes to the dressers to the beds. You also notice that the paneled wood,
nice.
it's a nice, and the paneled wood has the study is of fine paneled wood and has a large maple desk. But everything here looks like it's a little off kilter because it looks as though the floor has swollen wood.
Oh, really?
I don't understand.
Oh,
why
you
are
know who
laughing?
else had swollen wood?
Hunter.
And I knew you were going to say something. I'm reading this, and I knew you were going to say something. Yep.
That's not swollen wood.
Also,
That's Dasha's ex-boyfriend.
you know what? I'm not sure
Annabelle,
why.
excuse
I'm
me.
not even sure why I should read this next line, but I will. Above the swollen wood is a massive hole, and the roof is open to the night
Oh
sky.
my God. You mean below?
No, above, and
Gymnastics, Zach. You got to think a little bit better.
you can
Zach,
see this.
You got to think
crying.
outside the box, Zach. Outside the box.
I'm
Zach
crying.
already thinks it's outside the
The floor has been severely weakened by water damage. It's here, though, that you see a sofa. Again, almost like leaning towards the...
I need to mute myself.
Everything all right?
Everything's fine. We're
I'm
fine.
crying. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There we go.
Whoever wrote that knew exactly what they were doing.
We appreciate you.
So,
Hit the subscribe
So-
button, please.
Like,
so there is
how about
a...
you smash that subscribe button?
Ooh,
We all
very
need to get
humid
laid.
here.
You talking about Tony or Zach or who?
Like just
Annabelle?
no, all of us.
Bob
play
is
here.
done. Bob is leaving. He took his headphones off. He's out.
That's all, folks. But the way the thunderstorm's going on outside, someone's getting banged.
There you go. I will tell you, though, if the stream does cut out, it's certainly because of thunder.
It's ridiculous outside. It is not stopped thundering
Yeah,
and
it's not
lightning.
stopping at all.
For sexually explicit.
I'm actually surprised that the thunder's not getting picked up here. It's pretty loud.
I jumped. Yeah, I got
What's that, Joey?
scared by one of them.
What'd you say, Joe?
It's pretty loud here too.
Is it? Okay. So Estelle and Joey and John and I are roughly in the same vicinity. Well, I guess Joey's further away, but
over
Dasha, how's the weather over there?
Beautiful and sunny.
Okay.
I'll show you.
Sounds
Beautiful
like
LA.
California. We hate
Yeah,
you.
California skies. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if
That's
it's
a
focusing,
creepy
but very,
tree
very
right out.
sunny out. It's in the 80s today,
That's a creepy tree.
where it was. It's actually a really nice tree. They like shave it like they like take the
They shave it?
They shave it.
They literally do though. They like all the leaves are like there and then they're gone in like November. I think they like trim it and then it slowly grows back, but it looks a little bit creepy right now. It looks kind of like the Whomping Willow actually. But yeah, it's a great tree. My cat likes to stare at all the birds and squirrels that live inside of it, and it's like her TV screen. It's this giant bay window that we have. Yeah, good weather here.
Yeah.
So these are cats' TVs.
Yep.
Itsy
Really
Bitsy Bitsy has the right word in the chat. It is definitely called pruning,
Pruning.
not shaving.
English is my second language, guys.
I give you credit for that. I just
don't.
want to
English
give
is my
it,
second language.
I don't give
just
you
wanna
any
Itsy
pass
Bitsy
here.
credit.
Next
Thank you,
time
Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Next time I have to shave, I'm gonna prune my face. So All right,
I did it this weekend. I lost I
We need to get back on track, guys. Let's get back on track.
We gotta
The
do that
stream
ghost
is rolling. The stream
Okay,
is
so
rolling.
sex jokes. That's where we left off, right? Back on
So-
track. Double
in
entendre
this-
sex
So
joke.
Zach, you keep moving forward with that EMF, and I'm just gonna follow you and feel the energy and try to communicate with the spirits.
You see how the
Zach.
energy from behind is. Yep.
Zach, in that second floor, like I said, there was a living room. It had furnishings, it had couches and things like that. There was a desk in like a study. That room, you can see there is a sofa with tons and tons of like rags all on it. It looks like a pile of rags. And this is the room you're in right now.
I want to investigate some of the rags.
Sure.
But
Now, the
I play
floor-
it off as if I'm doing like official ghost hunting work. So I'm like, I'm getting some strange readings from these rags. This may have been a mummy.
This floor does look like it is not very stable. So how do you want to approach this? You're on the other side of the room.
Oh, the floor doesn't look stable.
Yeah, remember that's got
Would
swollen
Zach-
It's swollen.
and there's water damage clearly.
Yeah, I guess I creepily, steadily sort of take it one step at a time. I try to stay near like the edges,
hmm
where I imagine like the wood would just be like stronger.
So you get to the side here by the sofa, and you can see it. You've got it on camera now. Todd will follow you, but he'll stay about 5 feet or so behind you, and he'll motion to you like whatever you want him to do, he'll do.
Yeah, I sort of tell Todd, you know, like, come on, let's go
So you're there.
Um,
You're at the sofa now.
at the sofa. Yeah, I yeah, like these rags must have belonged to some ancient Egyptian mummy out here in the Pacific Ocean.
Like, do me and like Tony just hear this from downstairs?
Yeah. You can actually hear it very well because there's a hole in the ceiling that leads up to that floor, so you can hear it pretty well.
Margaret just like turns down, like, what the hell is he doing?
Joey, as you are speaking about the Pacific Ocean and whatever nonsense you're spouting, the rags begin to move behind you.
I drop my EMF meter and I jump and I'm like, ah! And I actually run. I just run away.
Okay, so you look back and you see the rags move, and up rising from beneath the rags is a humanoid. It's hard to tell exactly what they look like because they are covered in these blankets and rags, and they have like some sort of a hood up over their head. But you can hear in Italian a pleading voice as you're running, and it says, "Vi prego uccidetemi." I'm not gonna.
You are a
pronounce this.
credit to our ancestors.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
I can't. It's not something I can copy and paste. But
I don't think I can do anything. I
don't know what that
I
means.
respond to this guy in Spanish and go, no comprende.
that's fine.
Do I hear
And
this also? Do I see this? Because I was right behind, following behind Zach, sort of.
I think you're probably at the the stairwell, probably like
Uh-huh.
at the second floor. You could probably hear this. John and Tony and Margaret are at the bottom, below this floor. So you hear the floor creaking as he walked across there and all that. So I think you can hear this pretty well. And it translates to Tony. It says, "Please kill me. I've been here for so long. This is hell. In the name of God, have mercy, please." And the body, this guy, just gets up and he tries to like do his best to walk over towards you. Todd is getting this all on film.
I run away.
Zach, you're
run.
running. You're beyond Todd at this point. Though, give me a luck roll.
Me?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Call out your total.
Here we go. It is 57.
Is that a failure?
It's okay.
Okay. Joey, you are unfortunately the floor gives way.
No.
So It falls. You try to maybe cut the corner, getting back to the doorway faster than you should have, and you step on the wrong spot, and the wood gives out. You are going to take, let's see here. You are going to take 1 hit point damage. Or what do they call it? Is it wounds? I forget what they call it. But it's basically that. Hit 1 hit point. You fall to the floor, land on your butt. You're okay, but startled.
It's hit points, yeah.
It's hit points, okay. And, yeah, you're down on the first floor now with Tony and Margaret.
So I pick him up. I pick him up off the ground, and I like grab him by the back of his neck, and I pull him back. Do I see the creature that I heard talking?
You don't. It's on the second floor still.
There's a guy. He speaks.
Did I see this happen?
Yeah, you can see it from a distance. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Annabelle is just like paralyzed in place.
I'm just like, Annabelle, are you okay? Can you answer me?
She cannot answer you. She is just looking in fear at this thing.
Tony sprints up the stairs.
I follow as well because this is my next cash cow.
So you follow up the stairs.
Heard what the person said, yeah.
Yep, you follow up the stairs, and you can see in the room, at the edges of the room, not to hopefully break the floor, is Todd, slowly walking back, holding the camera up, still filming. The man who startled everybody is sitting upright on the couch, reaching out towards Todd. Annabelle, you're at the doorway to this room. There's a hole in the floor, a bigger hole in the floor now that Zach has fallen through it. I'll say we can go in that order, maybe. Annabelle, since you're closest, you can react. Then we'll go to Tony and Margaret, and Maggie's following behind the rear.
I think she would be very scared and frozen in place, like unable to move. And maybe she just whispers, like, "Please don't kill me," to this figure, because I think she's past the point of thinking this is a setup. I think that doesn't look like it could be real.
And he repeats again in Italian, basically, "Please kill me. I've been here for so long. Please, please kill me." He's sobbing uncontrollably, though there's no tears. He seems to be pretty dehydrated. What do you do,
Can I make
Tony?
out any features? Or is it just rags?
He's got rags covering him like blankets, but he is wearing like a hoodie, and he's got a hoodie over his head, so it's kind of hard to see most of his facial features, but it looks like a man, maybe in his 20s, but he's so dehydrated, exhausted, malnourished. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what he looks like.
Okay.
Tony, what about you? Tony,
you're muted.
I'm going to talk to him.
You get to the doorway right behind Annabelle. What do you do?
I pull her back out of the doorway. She doesn't need to be in there. She could just fall, and this person can hear my voice from where I am. And I go, as I pull her back, she's behind me, and I kind of still hold on to her hand to keep her close, just to make sure she's all right. And I go to this guy and I say, mi amici, aspetta. And I said, like, my friend, wait. Like, here, give me the information that I asked for, and I will make sure you rest easy. And I had my gun in my hand, pointing towards him.
God, they're going to get demonetized.
Todd is making sure not to get the gun in the frame.
Yeah. And I reach out to him and I say, what is the last year you remember? Having seen the drug kit downstairs, I'm curious.
He says, "This is hell. Please, in the name of God." And he starts to rise and get up. He's so weak, he looks like he can barely hold his weight. He starts to trot over to Todd, like one slow step at a time, steadying himself, holding against the wall. Looks like he really can barely control himself at this point. At any moment, he may collapse. Todd backs up a few more steps, keeping a good 5 feet between the two of them.
Hey, friend, do you want another hit?
He says, "Kill me. Kill me now."
What is the last year you remember?
It's been
Repeat it,
so long.
louder.
I don't remember. Please
Tony,
kill
just
me.
kill it. Just get rid of this thing.
You said kill it.
And
Kill
Yeah.
Annabelle, let's get downstairs. Come on.
She doesn't know it's asking to be killed, but she sees that he has his gun out, and she does not feel safe. Just get rid of it.
What do you do, Margaret?
Kill it.
She's abandoned her no violence policy because her life is in danger now.
Yep. Figured.
I keep repeating myself. When did you come to this island? How old
And-
are you? When did you come here last? What is your name?
Kill me, please. Have mercy.
Only with information will you die. With no information, you will continue to suffer.
Todd is now backing up past you to get out of the room.
Commercial. Cut to commercial.
He looks at you and he's like confused. He's like, he basically is telling you he thought you said no commercials.
How we can't continue the stream if we actually kill someone.
Todd shrugs and will reluctantly go to commercial.
This chat's gonna hate this.
And
I wasn't
the
I wasn't
creature
gonna kill anyone. Why don't
the
you trust
creature is
me?
now about 15 feet away from you, Tony.
More, and I start speaking now in like a really trying my most intimidating voice I can. And I say to him, hey, Morbus commands you to talk to me. If you don't, you will suffer for eternity. I'm trying to intimidate this creature.
Sure, give me an intimidation check. I think that is one of the...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's not one I'm good at. Can I do persuade instead?
No.
I'm pretty good at like intimidation and like fast thought.
Hey, I passed something.
Extreme success.
Extreme success. A 2 over 15. Under
He-
15, excuse me.
He says, Morbus, that name... He kind of crawls onto the floor here. He can't really take his weight much more. And he says, I don't know who I am. He cries out in Italian. And he starts to crawl on the floor towards you. I don't know when I was here. I don't know who I am.
I take out a little bit of the holy water that I got from the church.
Mhm.
And I take a bit of it and I spread it and I say a little prayer. Just a little bit of holy water over his body. How does it react when Flex touch its
Nothing.
cold?
You touch its skin.
I don't know
and
how much skin is exposed while it's down
Just
on
his
knees.
forehead, really. He's wearing like a hoodie. When you get close enough to him to touch him, he like lays there, like rests his whole body, goes limp, and you feel his forehead like you slough off skin as you rub onto his forehead. He like peels right off. He's so clammy and gross and disgusting. And he says again, kill me. I've been here for so long. In the name of God, have mercy, please. And then
I want to run up there with like some like club or some like piece of like wooden debris, and I
Ooh.
want to start bashing it to him.
well, that's going to take you a minute. So, but like you look around though, Joey, there are things down there you could take. Let's see.
Yeah,
what could
including
you
a
take?
box of heroin.
Did you take the heroin though?
No.
Oh, you find it then, Joe. You find a box of heroin and syringes and tubing and things like that. You'll find
Once
that
Joey fell through the floor, it was like I got
distracted.
priorities were changed.
Yeah. You'll see that, Joey. You want to take it?
I think right, like my priorities would be like to find like some sort of like weapon.
Okay, maybe you could
Like
find a stool or something like that and break it and take one of the legs.
Yeah, something like that. And then I start running up there.
Okay, you'll get
And
there
like
soon.
I'm on this, I'm on the staircase too. I just see Zach running up with that.
Yeah.
Like
So-
Zach, no.
I move past Margaret. I'm like this is life or death.
Tony, you hear him coming. He's got life or death in his breath. What do you do?
I give this person, their last rites in the way I would say it. And I say something along the lines of be at rest. Be at rest, but remember the fight's not over. We want to make sure other people don't suffer the way you did.
Annabelle,
rest.
get out of the room. We can't
My
be
child.
witnesses.
And I
as he's
Sure, follow you.
Yeah,
as he's performing these lines, right? I burst into the room, screaming. I start running at him with like the jagged end of like this rosette.
And so when there's a gunshot, what do? You fall through the floor again like an idiot again? Again?
Hey, John, I'll say that you certainly have enough time to put the guy out of his misery before Joey were to get there, but he's running. Like you hear him bounding up the stairs, and he's running towards the room. Do you want to expedite this and let the gun go off?
I would like to expedite it, and then also clothesline Joey one more time.
Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. But Joey, you get to the top of the stairs. You're running towards that room that you were just in, and you see John bent over, and then the next thing you hear is the gun go off. That loud gunshot sound echoes throughout the house, and you get there and you see that he's
stopped my
dead.
tracks. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Tony, did you just kill the guy? Tony,
hey,
you shot somebody. You shot somebody. Tony, someone's dead.
I ignore him.
I'm about to kill this guy.
Yeah, I ignore him for a little while I'm continuing to pray. And I definitely say like
Margaret!
couple of Hail Marys over his body.
Margaret, Tony killed the guy.
Nomine Padre et Filii Spiritus Sancti.
Hail Mary, full of grace.
Tony
Glory
turned
be
into
to
the
thee.
Boondock Saints.
Exactly. You got what I was going for. And
So-
and then I turn around when I'm done, and I finally look at Zach and I say, "What was that chair leg in your hand to give him a hug?" And I walk back down the stairs.
I step aside. I'm like nervous, Tony. I'm just like, oh my god.
So, I'm just going to say a couple things here. So, Annabelle, you stepped out of the room, and I think Margaret told you to get out of there so you wouldn't be implicated in anything. You looked, like right as the gunshot went off, you like turned your head away, even though you weren't in sight of it anyway. You just kind of instinctively, reflexively looked away. And you notice Maggie is there, and she's like wide-eyed, grinning, and she's like, "This is incredible. I don't know how you all do it."
We're very good at what we do, you know?
But this is...
Annabelle is like hyperventilating after hearing the gunshot go.
This is happening though outside of the room, Joey. So they're farther. They're not there. And
We
Margaret, Maggie sees you. You look distraught, Annabelle. So she puts her arm around you and she says, "That's okay. It's all right. I'm here for you."
Can I slap away Maggie's hand as she's trying to do that?
I don't know. What do you think? Would you have the reflexes to do that? You would do that?
I would try.
Okay, maybe she gets her arm like to the shoulder and then you grab it immediately.
No, you don't get to touch the talent.
But she's upset.
And that's my problem. Go make sure the hallway leading out of here is clear, all right? We don't need any more like rats or something popping out.
All right. And she goes and trots over to the hallway.
Okay, Annabelle, I need you to calm down, okay? We're gonna. It's just the two of us now, okay?
Margaret, what is happening? Because that felt real. That was not a setup, right? Nuncio did not set that up. What is going on, Margaret?
I thought it was going to be a normal ghost hunting time, but I think Tony's gone off the deep end. I think Zach is going off the deep end. I think the only people who can rely on is each other right now. I don't know what these guys are doing.
Yeah, I think you are the only sane one on this trip at this point. I don't know what's going on with Zach. He's running around going crazy. Tony just keeps talking about ghosts. Todd is always just high, so
Todd's
never
actually
reliable.
right now. Todd is missing. You look around. Todd's not there.
Okay, look, Annabelle. We kind of need them in order to get through this island, and I'm kind of afraid to go off on our own. And I don't know if they're going to try to hunt us down if we try separating from them.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying we should leave them, but I think we should leave this island. Like, we have enough footage at this point. We've gotten everything.
We don't have a ride until several hours later. That's part of the problem here.
Well, the teenagers are going to be partying over in the cove. Like, they'll have boats. I bet we could pay some of them to get us back to the mainland.
Maybe. But I don't think it's... This night has been such a shit show, so I'm not even sure how that's going to work.
I also just need Maggie to, like, not be here anymore, because why is she following us? Why is she trying to hug me all the time? Why is she here?
I don't know how she...
Estelle, Margaret's phone is going off.
I look at the caller ID.
It's Maya.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Love it.
I answer the phone. Maya?
Margaret, babes, what
Yeah.
the F?
I know the ad has been going on for a while. We have a lot of Patreon names on there, so it's going to scroll for a while.
Yeah, but like, everyone heard that you were gonna kill that guy?
No, of course not.
Well, I've got some people in here that are saying that they're going to get us shut down, that they're going to contact YouTube.
Oh, no.
You have to show that guy alive as soon as we go next.
So you have to get somebody in bandages.
Todd?
Maggie's right around the corner, and she goes,
My
I'll do
God.
it. I'll put his coat on. I'll look like him.
That's a great idea.
Oh,
Okay, stay right there, Maggie. I'm gonna open the door and just shout up to to Zach. Zach, I need the guy's coat right now.
you want me to do what? Get by me! I don't want to go there.
Zach, do you want to go to jail, Zach?
I don't.
Get the coat, and I close the door. Okay, we're working on it, Maya. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. We'll take care of all this. Don't worry about it.
So Zach, are you gonna take the guy's coat off?
Yeah.
And after I hang up on Maya, I'm gonna, hey, Annabelle, I don't know if we're gonna get implicated in all this bullshit or not, so we gotta act innocent, we gotta act cool. Okay? We can throw them under the bus after this. We can say that they were threatening us, okay?
Yeah, I'm not going down for this. I don't know what the hell Tony and Zach did up there. I'm not. No, I am.
You know, after all this, you can do like a Annabelle tells all thing after like all this stuff cools over.
Margaret, babes, I'm still on the phone.
Shit. You know what, Maya? I love you. You're great. It was gonna get through this all.
It was clearly a dummy, guys. What are you all freaking out about?
Listen,
I mean, that was fake, right?
Margaret says, or Maya says, Margaret, babes, we can still salvage this, okay? In fact, the analytics aren't bad right now. We're getting lots of peak viewers, and I think our subscriber count is right there. So we'll be at the 1 million if you get to the Ouija board. If you can do that, if you get to that, we'll be fine.
Yeah, we're gonna make a beeline towards that.
Okay, great. I mean, there's also the mass graves that people were saying they really wanted to see. You're running on time, though. So get to the mass graves, get to the chapel, and do the thing. And then, look, just if you want, I'll reach out to Nuncio and get him to come early.
Did we miss the mass grave?
Yeah, you didn't do the mass graves yet, which was on my itinerary that you skipped.
I'm sorry. Zach ran off to the hospital and then started dancing to Sandstorm.
Well, the mass graves are at the hospital. Just go to the south end.
Okay, we'll do the mass graves, then we'll hit up the chapel, we'll do the damn Ouija board, and then we're going to call it a night.
Great. Okay, so...
Are you still talking to Maya?
Is that Zach?
Zach, did you get the coat?
Bob, did I get the coat? I intended to.
So you slowly and carefully take this guy's coat off. I mean, he reeks. It smells disgusting.
Okay, give it to Maggie. Give it to Maggie.
When you do, though, Joe, when you take the coat off, it's a hoodie. A wallet falls out of it.
Yes, get a date of birth.
Get the family portrait.
I put it in my pocket, but I want to give the coat before I investigate the wallet.
This is so incriminating.
You are all, within 10, 15 feet of the body. Everybody saw the wallet fall out. It's not like a secret. But yes, you can put the wallet in your pocket for a second, give Maggie the coat. She smells it. She takes a deep breath in. She's like, this is rancid. Smell this, Annabelle.
No.
I'm good. Thank you so much for thinking of me, Maggie. I'm going to back out on this one.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to have like Zach yell, the power press compels you or something, and then you just fall over dramatically, okay?
Fair enough. She's like, can I get some essential oils to make this smell a little better?
You have essential oils, Annabelle?
Annabelle?
I can spritz it on her.
I'll give her like a little spray bottle I have of it's like a peppermint eucalyptus blend.
That'll do perfectly. She holds out the jacket, proud of it that you're spraying.
I'll spray it. It's okay.
Can I talk to Maya?
No. Okay, Maya, I gotta go now. Okay, we'll be live in this.
Get me out of here, Maya!
Okay?
So you spray the jacket down. My Maggie. Too many M names here. Like it's. Too many.
I was just thinking that.
Maya, Maggie, Margaret. Yeah. Anyway, Maggie puts the jacket on, and the idea of this probably grosses you out almost enough to make you give a sanity check here, because this guy, who knows how long he's been wearing it for, and she zips it up, puts the hood up, and like kind of almost like Kenny from South Park, like cinches the front so you can barely see her face. That way, at least it will be plausible this is the same person. And she says, "All right, a hug for good luck."
In that coat?
To Annabelle.
Maggie, why don't we do this? I'm not going to hug you right now because that's disgusting. But when we get back to the mainland, when you've taken a shower, and frankly, when I've taken a shower, I will give you a quick little side hug. How's that?
All right, we'll take a shower. She's like, we'll take showers. We'll take a shower.
Separately.
We will take separate showers. In
Fine.
our individual bedrooms.
Fine.
And you will be in
We'll
a
do
different hotel. But I will give you a side hug if you do this for us right now.
Done.
I feel like Annabelle just made a deal with the devil.
I like lean over to Annabelle, like very quietly, like we'll get her committed somewhere.
So she cinches that jacket up, and she acts as if she's like this zombie-like character, like the man was. While you're doing this, she's getting into position. Joey, you want to look at that wallet?
Yeah. Real quick, before I do, I want to go to Margaret.
There's not much in it. There's a maybe like in total the equivalence of like $40 in Italian. What is it? They use the euro. They use the euro.
Euro or lira? Wait, this is important, Bob. Be careful.
Yeah, I don't know. What do they use? What do they use? I don't know.
No, but they
Depends
use both.
when-
The year is important.
Depends when this guy got here.
2004 might be the last time a lira was accepted. Pre or post 2001, 2004.
Then it's definitely the euro. The guy doesn't look like he's more than like 20, I don't know, 25 years old at most. And
wait, that would be lira. 20. What year does
that's
this
how
thing
old
take place?
he is. It doesn't mean that he has the money from then.
Yeah,
It's just how old he is.
Oh, okay,
So-
sorry. I thought you said he was here for 25 years.
No. He's like 25 years old in total. So he
I want to go up to Margaret real quick.
hold on. The wallet has that much amount of money, random like credit cards, things like that. But you see what would be his identification, and his man is a man named Angelo Russo.
Hey.
That's the missing guy.
It's Bob's mom's male name. And my mom's name.
Yes, my
But
mom's
actually,
name is
none of us
Angela.
saw that missing persons poster. I think it was just Tony.
It was
just
Tony.
me.
Yeah. Angelo Russo.
Cousin.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, neat, and I put all that stuff in my bag.
There we go.
Um,
So now discuss. Everybody. Todd comes back. Actually, he's there now.
I want to go up to Margaret real quick. I want to be like, hey.
Okay, you got the cross. Okay.
Yes, but
Okay, great,
also,
great.
I have a plan so that none of us go to jail. Okay.
Okay.
Speak a little louder. It's hard to hear you. I can't hear you.
I go. Wait, me actually, or
Yeah, in real life. Yeah.
Oh, in real life. Oh, I say I have a plan where we don't have to go to jail for murdering a guy. We put this wallet in Maggie's pocketbook or person, and then we report it to the police. Does that sound good? Yeah.
You know, ew, you took his wallet? You took a wallet from a dead guy?
It fell out of the pocket.
I asked for the wallet. Hey, give me that. I got a better idea.
Okay, guys. At the end of this, we're putting the wallet into the sea. Okay, at the end of this, we're tossing it over the boat.
No, we're putting this in Maggie's pocketbook.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Give it to Tony for safekeeping for now. We don't know what Maggie might try to do otherwise.
I take the €40 out.
Definitely don't care about the pocket change. Yeah.
Can I try covertly get a picture of Zach with the wallet?
Certainly.
No, I got white wine out just to share with you, and you're already blackmailing me.
Of course.
Yes, you can get a picture of him, and Todd is back. Actually,
I don't need white wine. I got rosé.
Todd.
That's what I wish I had.
I mean juice. It's totally juice.
Is it Italian?
No, it's Portuguese.
Ugh.
So close.
Actually,
so far.
I really enjoy Portuguese wine, but that's a separate conversation. Wonderful.
So the crew here is ready to roll, and Maggie's in position. She's in the room, and she's acting like a zombie. And Todd points to her.
Todd came back.
Yep, you're all back. So Zach, go ahead.
Annabelle, you can't go live. You just killed a guy.
Power Christ compels you. Power Christ compels you.
Hello.
Maggie lets out a scream. Maggie lets out a scream from the room.
Actually, is that?
Yeah, she screams. Yeah.
I'm scared.
You show her the cross. What do you do?
I drop the cross. If it's actually that loud and
Annabelle will pick it up and hold it up, and she'll put it back in your hand and have you hold your hand up.
The two of your forces, your energies, backing off this zombie creature, and Maggie does her best job at pretending to be affected by the power of the Christ, basically, and she'll back up, and then all of a sudden, she takes one step too far into the room, and the floor gives way. This time, the entirety of the room, all its contents, the maple desk, the sofa, everything collapses, and she goes down into the middle of the floor.
I like to imagine I'm on the first floor just hoping it goes well, and then I just see this.
You're in the living room. You're in the downstairs living room, just about to take a sip of water, and the whole thing collapses behind you.
It's just
Maggie falls on top of you with her stinky jacket.
Oh
no.
No. She would not be underneath. She's
not that bad.
So good.
Zach is like, Maggie, are you okay?
Todd will cut. He cuts away.
Good thing we have the stream on delay,
Let's say he goes to the Tony. He goes to the Tony and Todd show. I'm sitting over there doing a little dance.
Doing all the TikTok dance.
Maggie's hurt. She's
Lost.
like,
Okay, I'll go over. I'll see what's
help,
going on.
Help me.
Okay, what's wrong?
Ow.
Okay, what hurts? Can you wiggle your fingers and
Everything.
toes?
She's like rolling on the floor. There's debris everywhere. She's like, oh, my back.
Okay. Can I try to do like some first aid or something? I try to get rid of the coat first, and then I try to do some first aid just to see how she is.
Sure, you unzip the coat. You can see she's not bleeding or anything like that, but she definitely looks like she, took a bad fall. She's got bruising all over her ribs and things like that.
You can
It's
walk.
apparent. She's like, it hurts to move.
Yeah, no, that's what bruising does. Yeah.
She gets up with your help, and she's like hobbling, and she's like,
Okay,
oh, it
can you
hurts.
breathe okay?
Let me see. And she takes in a breath like almost immediately. She's like, ah. No, I can't take much more than a shallow breath. Do you think I'm all right?
I'm sure you're fine.
Oh.
Um,
What would make me feel a lot better, though? And she
getting
looks
off this
at
island, yeah.
at
I'll
Annabelle.
work
Annabelle.
on it.
that hug.
You know, Maggie, how about a hug from me instead? I hug Annabelle all the time, so I think I'm pretty good at this.
She's like, all right, that's good.
I give her a tight hug.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. This poor girl
Okay, Maggie.
spent her whole teenage years
Okay.
watching the Spectral Crew. It's true what
Okay.
they say, never meet your heroes.
Oh no, but the thing is, Margaret was never on the show.
She knows you, though, because she's a super fan. She's a super fan.
All right.
She's
Uh,
definitely written you
as
emails.
Joey,
Yeah.
I think as Joey, I have a theory. Bob is pulling like an anti switch on us.
It's an
Where
anti-switch.
Maggie's actually just a fan. my,
She's just a
Different part.
fan. She's been a fan for her whole teenage life.
she's not actually some like creepy like ghost thing. It's really just like that's the twist.
And then all of
Actually,
a sudden, she says to Zach,
Are you sure about that, Zach?
Can I get like a actually
No,
psychology
bullshit.
check on
bullshit. Wait,
on
is that
Maggie?
real?
that's
this-
not real.
Can I try to get like a vibe off of Maggie? Because she's honestly gone through a lot of shit and she keeps handling it in a really like cool-headed way, similar to Margaret. And Margaret gets suspicious of anyone who acts vaguely like herself. With
Okay,
just how calm she is with this.
go for it. Give me a psychology check.
All right, cool. Did it go through?
I don't see it yet.
Okay, I'll try one more time.
Try it again. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, sweet. Success.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't worry.
no.
It's the
Okay,
first
okay.
one. Yeah. I mean, Maggie certainly has been taking things well. I mean, basically, I don't think say you've never met her before, but you know her. She has contacted you guys before. She's emailed you before. She's been at conventions where she's met at the very least Maggie and Zach. Even though she didn't necessarily say hello to you, you've had contact with her because, like I said, she's a super fan. She's created over 200 accounts to try to when you were first starting, get you off the ground. She certainly is someone that you know. This is not out of alignment for her character. She's always been like persistent, super optimistic, if a little bit naive, but like that's her. I mean, like I said, she's a kid who grew up watching you as a teenager, and now she's getting to meet her heroes.
And we almost got her killed.
Yeah, like many times it seems. So
And is this going to keep happening?
Hitting her for murder.
yeah, and she's like, oh, my ribs, they hurt.
You'll be fine.
Put some dirt on it.
Yeah. So at this point, though, you seem to have cleared this area. There's nothing else here, and to be honest, I don't think you trust the floor in any of the rooms. So Todd suggests maybe it's time to head back in, and it's getting late now. I mean, it's closing in on the.
We got to get to the. Okay, everyone, we got to get to the mass graves, and then we got to get to the chapel.
Yep, it's
Tony,
closing in
tell
on
me
the
we got.
11 o'clock hour. If you want to get to the chapel crypts for the Ouija board reading, you'd probably have to start moving.
Wait,
Okay.
Tony just shot a guy in the face. Can he say something after he did that? Can I do something?
Oh, certainly, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll be quick. So I saw that wallet fall out. I want to go up to Zach and just take that wallet away from him right now and take a look at it.
Sure, Zach. If you allow him, he's gonna see your wallet, and he knows the wallet fell out, and you put it in your pocket. He'll go over you and rummage through your shirt or your pants and grab the wallet out.
You can keep the $40. I don't care.
And the wallet has like I said, the ID of Angelo Russo.
What's the date of birth?
He's 25 years old, so 1999.
And as soon as I see it, I recognize the name from the. Yep.
The missing persons poster. Mm-hmm.
I would like to go over to the body and investigate the body.
Well, it's on the ground level, covered in debris, but you can go see it. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't care if I gotta pull a bunch of shit off of it. Yeah. I want to take a look at it. I want to just take a look at his face and his skin, and
he looks like
what...
he looks like he's died mostly of gunshot wound to the forehead. But before that, he had suffered dehydration and malnourishment, as well as he's got like his skin is all like saggy and like it looks like he's been here for a long time, maybe without food or water. He's emaciated.
I instantly feel really bad about my decision. But I go over and grab the heroin box.
It's gone.
Zach's not here, but I want to go shake down Zach.
He doesn't have it. He also doesn't have his shirt on, so he's only got so many places to put it.
I want to shake down Todd, who disappeared for a little while.
Oh God, no.
You go to shake down Todd, and Todd kind of puts his hand up, and he's like asking you to wait a minute.
Hey, Todd, just give me the shit, because I need to frame this. We're not live streaming right now, right?
No.
It's currently commercial.
I need to frame. I need that shit to make sure we don't go to jail. Give me the shit so I can put it with the dead body, and we move on here.
Wait, there's a bullet hole in him though.
Oh no, very, very aware.
Tony.
None of you hear this besides Todd and I.
All right.
Well, Todd's with the group. I mean, he's not isolated. We're all headed out.
And I say, hey, this is not the first time I framed a murder. Shut up. I'm a cop.
Oh God. We are with the best person to deal with this, actually.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my God.
Give me the heroin.
The law.
Now.
Oh my God.
And hey, Zach, give me that little dorky little pocket knife you had. Got to do all this the right way.
I didn't have a pocket knife, did I?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, give me that sharpened leg of a chair you had.
Yeah. All right. There's like a bunch of them.
Unfortunately, Todd comes up empty-handed. He gives you the empty bag of heroin.
Oh my God, it was Maggie.
Todd, you did all heroin without me.
I look in his eyes. Does he look drugged out?
He does.
Great. I tell everyone he looks drugged out. I take the empty bag. I say, "You got an empty needle? Where are the needles?" And are they
They're
in the
there.
bag?
They're in there. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Cool. So I take the empty bag of needles. I take it and I
He didn't
go
use their needles. He's got his own.
Okay.
He's not that crazy.
Well, I take the heroin. I take some needles. I take the bag. You know, these are Italian cops we're talking about. I just put the dead body's fingerprints all over it, and I take the chair leg that Zach had, and I put it in his hand.
Sprinkle some baby powder.
Exactly. Everybody saw it. It was self-defense. He came after me, right?
Sprinkle some crack. Like
right? And I get real angry with everyone. It was self-defense, right?
What?
Are you pointing your gun at us while you're doing?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
that's my hand.
Okay.
Because I saw it.
Oh, John.
My hand.
You just Finger gun.
Guns
John,
have 2 fingers.
Hold on, John.
Self-defense.
John, give me a sanity check.
Exactly.
Give me a sanity
Oh
check.
my god.
Look,
John, you thought you were pointing your finger, but you have the gun in your hand.
Uh-oh. Oh, I failed that bad.
Yep, and everybody sees it. Everybody sees the gun, and everybody flinches. Todd even flinches, even though it's a little slower reaction time.
Annabelle's like, yes, it was self-defense. Yeah, self-defense.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah,
That's
of
like
course, self-defense.
definitely what it was.
Yeah,
Tony, can you please put the gun
self-defense.
down?
Yeah,
Tony, I need you to put the gun away now, okay?
self-defense.
It was self-defense.
Mhm.
No one's going to argue against that. Can you please put it down?
What are you guys talking about? A gun? I don't.
You look
see
at your
a gun.
hand, Tony, and
Nobody
you,
had a gun.
You look at your hand, Tony, and you realize you are holding your gun and you're pointing it at people.
Tony,
I break down and start crying.
Oh boy.
can I approach Tony and just try to take the gun from him very gently?
By the way,
Tony,
Tony,
I
you lose a point of sanity here.
Oh my god.
Tony,
Another one?
I need.
Yeah.
Can we just take a second to appreciate John's like pushing his face into the
Yeah,
camera?
right?
Wow.
That was beautiful.
That's
That
great.
was so good.
I love how John is now like he's scary. Or not John, Tony. Tony is scary. Yeah.
Tony is scary. We're all just bad. We're all just bad people.
Am I fully insane now? By the way, I've taken so many sanity points.
You're not fully insane yet, no. So
I feel like it's really useless to try to do a psychology check when he just pointed a gun at us.
mhm.
It doesn't get any clearer than.
So you head out towards the back.
No, I want to try taking the gun away from Tony because I'm really scared of him right now.
Tony, will you allow it?
You're afraid of me, and yet you want to take a gun from my hand?
Well, you're crying, so this might be an opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, Tony, can you give it to me, please?
Gently,
You're-
sort of.
You're really scaring us right now. No one's going to argue with you about the self-defense, okay? We're going to make it out of this together, right?
I am. I'm not giving up the gun. I will definitely put it away,
Okay.
and I will quietly walk out of the building, like 100 paces, 100 feet,
Sure.
ahead of everyone, and
Yeah.
give them their own space.
Yep, that's fine. So Tony holsters his gun and heads back towards the main hospital entrance. And if you look here, you'll see.
I'm just gonna walk next to Annabelle right now.
I walk next to the two of you as well. Group meeting.
Oh, by the way, I took the kid's wallet and I put it inside the drug
box.
bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mass graves are down here, everybody.
So, guys,
I don't.
to me, we leave. We go home.
Maybe the mass graves are a bad idea.
Margaret, we don't need the mass graves. We don't even need like 1 million subscribers. Okay, like we have 900,999 subscribers. You know what I mean? It's close enough.
Guys. We
Margaret,
cannot
Margaret,
keep
Margaret.
Tony around after all this.
Yep.
If things go bad, we could just tell people exactly what happened. He shot someone for no reason. Okay. If things go really, really bad. Okay.
Right, but we gotta get the fuck off this island.
Yeah.
Guy.
He's like way ahead of us right now, but I'm also kind of afraid if we make a run for it, he might just shoot us.
Like
we can't like leave him here. Like he needs some help. Like we need to get him
Annabelle,
back and get him some therapy or something. Like
Maggie's like, I think I need to go to the hospital.
shut
yeah,
up, Maggie.
and
We are at
yes.
a hospital.
No, like a real hospital. She says, look, let's just get this stream to 1 million, and then we'll leave.
No, shut your stupid mouth, or we will leave you here. We're going to go home.
Okay. So Annabelle wants to bring Tony back. Zach, do you want to abandon Tony here?
No, don't abandon. Like we should bring him with us. We should bring him with us, and we should just find where those teenagers are partying. Get on whatever
Yes.
boat they have, and get the fuck out.
Yeah, like I think the teenagers, like, we could pay them.
I have $40.
Zach, you have money. You can pay them. They have boats. They could get us back.
Yes.
I think we need to leave soon.
Um,
Can you get Maya to call Nuncio?
I'm gonna call Maya right now.
Sure.
I feel like I'm that meme of like calling my morally questionable friend to feel better about my choices. I need Maya to convince me to keep doing the stream right now.
Babes, what's going on?
Okay, Maya, I need you to give me a bunch of reasons to keep doing the stream because I'm starting to want to just get out of here.
Okay, well, I don't know if you saw the live stream. Ultima Unum just did a $500 super chat and said he wants to see the Ouija board. He's so excited. He's going to spend even more money later. We have to give the fans what they want.
Do we have to do the mass grave still? Because I don't...
I mean, you're supposed to do the Ouija board at midnight, but like, I don't know. People may not even know when the Italian time zone is. So
okay, yeah. Do they know that we're supposed to go to the mass grave? If they don't,
that's what we've promoted heavily. Oh, sorry.
Margaret.
The Ouija board.
Yeah, it was the Ouija board we promoted, not the mass grave, right? Right?
I mean, not necessarily, but you're going to pass up mass grave opportunity? Think about the money we'd get from super chats.
Tony was just pointing a gun at all of us, though, Maya.
But it's just Tony. He's fine.
You mean it's just Tony? It's just Tony.
He wouldn't hurt a fly.
He wouldn't hurt us, right?
No, of course not. First off, you know how much money he's getting from Zach's parents to keep you all alive? He could retire to an island himself.
I think he's kind of moving past the point of wanting money, Maya.
Well, look, get this done, okay? And if you want, I'll call Nuncio and see if he could come earlier.
Oh god, you're right. The chat does want more.
The chat wants more.
Grave. I'm seeing Big Boy Money just gave 600.
Oh my god, a $600 super chat?
Guys, we might get sued for false advertising if we don't go to the mass grave.
I think the mass graves are...
That's a lot of money running. We'd lose if we don't do this.
Look, if you don't get to the Ouija board right at midnight, if it's a little earlier, it's not the end of the world. We can just tell people there's some delay, a lag, and people don't even know what time Italy is, okay? Italy doesn't even have time, for all I care.
All right. We'll rush through the mass grave and then we'll go to the chapel.
Yeah, and it's on the way anyway, because if I'm not mistaken, based on the blueprint I got, it should be beyond the dorms, so, like, you kind of have to. Yeah, like, Itsy Bitsy Spider Productions just super chatted as well, so we gotta go there. Mass graves equals mass followers.
Margaret.
I'm looking at the map, like, I see the mass graves down there. I'm trying to remember where the chapel was, because I don't think it was noted.
It's on the right. Look in the blueprint. It says the chapel's supposed to be here, but it's not on the blueprint, so...
Wait,
Tony really wants to go to the chapel.
I start, like, snapping
Mentioned it.
You know, the mass graves are on the way, guys. It's fine.
Margaret.
Can you put me on speakerphone, Margaret?
Margaret.
Okay. Here, Maya's talking.
Hey, babes, how's it going? Everybody, Zach, how's it going? Annabelle, Tony, the big man, how's it going? And
Tony's away.
No, Tony's he's far away from us.
Oh, well, get him over here.
No, Maya. You are going to call Nunzio right now and tell him to come pick us up.
Got it. I'll call him right now, and I will make sure that he's ready so that you can get picked up as soon as you're done with the 1 million subscribers.
No. Now. Right now.
Zach?
Maya, we might go to jail for a murder if we don't leave right now.
Zach, you're not going to go to jail for murder. Your lawyers, your parents' lawyers, are the best in the business. They're not going to make you go to jail. If anything, we could implicate somebody else.
Let's Yeah, but do you know what would help in all that? Leaving right away. Okay.
And you will, but
there is a dead person. There is a dead person.
Zach,
Maya,
babes,
I don't know how to
listen.
sign up for this.
And then
Zach,
she
listen,
says-
listen. Maya has a point. Like, it's gonna take a while for Nuncio to get here regardless. I don't want to be a sitting duck. I don't want to just be standing there on that creepy bridge waiting to get picked up. We might as
Annabelle?
well keep moving.
You know, Annabelle's
and
right.
I know you're
Yeah.
pissed because Hunter picked me over you, but I'm not gonna stay here on this stupid, crazy island where Maggie is dying.
No, she's not. She's fine. She can walk it off.
Maggie.
Does Maya know that Maggie's there, by the way?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay. Maggie, go away. Stand over there.
There's a witness. Witness is not culpable for
Maya, what Zach's trying to say is that he's
Wait, did
allowing...
you say Maggie?
Yeah, she showed up on the island.
Wait,
One of our super fans showed up.
it's not Maggie. What did we say her name was?
McGonagall.
McGonagall.
McGee?
Maggie.
MacDougal or something?
Maggie McGonagall. I like that one.
Maggie
Something
McGonagall.
alliterative and dumb. Yeah.
If you make it Maggie Moran, that was my character's name in the previous Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, we wouldn't want to soil
It's
that
her
name.
great
No,
great great granddaughter.
great. We can't soil that
The
now.
1920s were
That's true. It wasn't that long
I was
ago.
gonna say how many
Great granddaughter.
You
We
all
can't
had
soil
kids
that.
at 16? Like that's rough.
We can't.
Maggie really went off the rails after she watched Dougal die in that fire in that
Yeah.
house. In Mr.
She's
Corbett.
like, wait, it's not Maggie McGonagall, is it?
I think it is.
Oh. You know, she emailed me and I messaged her back something like, you know, the group's headed for Italy, and I think she might have found out because of me.
Maya!
Maya,
You know,
she's
it's fine. What's done is done.
But it doesn't matter. Maggie's not going to say a word to anybody. She will take this to the grave.
Can I hang
And
up?
just like how we're going to the mass grave right now.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
guys, I'll call Nuncio right now, and as soon as you go to the mass graves, I'm sure I'll have an answer for you, and then you just do the final stream at the chapel, and you're done, and that's it. There's the only thing left.
Yeah, you're right. We're almost done. Yeah, I think Zach just needs to get his shit together and just pull through
Mhm.
for the sake of the channel, Zach.
Exactly. Mhm.
She's like angered because he brought up Hunter.
Yep.
So she just wants to drag him through this now because she knows he's not enjoying himself.
So,
This is delicious.
we're all good here, babes, right?
No, not good.
Yes, we are
Yeah.
good, Maya.
Calling
Thank you for your
Hunter.
support. Give us a call when you have an answer.
She says, calling Nuncio right now. Bye. And she hangs the phone.
I gotta say, this is like the definition of gaslight gatekeep girl boss right now. With all the girls just fucking with Zach now.
It's great.
Okay,
So-
so like, guys, we're not gonna do any of that shit that she told us to do. Right? We're gonna go.
We're going to the mass grave, Zach.
No, we're going to the party.
Zach, I don't think you understand. Maya's not gonna let us go until we finish the stream.
But I don't care what Maya wants. Okay, I want.
No, she controls- She controls the exit.
No, we can find.
Annabelle, let's keep going.
Zach, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna get it over with, right? The quicker we go there, the quicker we can go home. And I
Are
will
you-
get you more kombucha. I promise. I will
I mean,
give you
yeah.
more kombucha.
You can run around in the dark alone if you want again, but I don't think that's gonna be fun for you.
We just agreed to leave.
So, You're on your way to the chapel, and you're crossing through the hospital, following the blueprint, and you see outside what looks like a football-sized field patch of ground in the south of the hospital. It's marked with several dozen tattered red flags in a grid pattern. Each has a yellow biohazard symbol and a series of numbers on the bottom, presumably to mark the coordinates on some sort of map or something like that.
Is this a recent mass grave?
You know that these must mark the mass graves that were discovered back in the 1950s, and that by all accounts, the body should still be there.
Wait, do we get Tony to come back with us?
Tony, you're the first person to see it. No, he's in the lead. So
I would
Tony,
assume we eventually catch up.
Yeah, Tony, you're the first person to see this from the south wing. They'll catch up to you as you're looking out the window, looking out at the graves.
I explained that to everybody. Hey, it looks like these all the markings from the 1950s when they discovered this.
Okay.
That's a hell of a lot of graves.
Yeah, it's like dozens and dozens of them.
Okay. Todd, get a wide shot of all the graves, and then we're gonna cut closer to Annabelle and Zach, or just Annabelle, having a reading of like the energy here or something.
And
Does that sound okay?
Todd will motion
Does
that
that
he's
work
got
for
the
you,
perfect music for this one. Whenever you're ready, he's ready to go.
Ready.
Okay,
Well,
ready?
There's
Zach
only one of
and-
us that can actually sense that stuff. Can I do it before they get there? I want to see if I notice anything.
Yeah, you want to do
Power
sight check? Yeah.
Yeah.
John, you feel like you might need to get closer right now. If honestly, you'd have to go outside.
Love it.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna again not wait for them.
Right. Tony
I'm
just
kind of-
Tony just opens the door to the outside and starts walking towards the mass graves. You were gonna do the video from here, but
All right.
I like to think they're like when they arrive, I'm already out there.
okay. Well, there you go. You explained it to them and then just walked off. Todd is ready and he suggests outside or inside.
Yeah, let's follow Tony. I'd rather keep him in sight than lose him.
All right. Annabelle and Zach, you're on camera right now, and Todd points to you all, and we'll cue the music.
Ready.
And you're on.
Annabelle is walking, looking trying her best to look very ethereal and mystical. She's kind of following the same route that Tony is taking.
I'm like
She's
walking with her, I guess.
Yeah, she's got her eyes kind of not closed, but like they're like almost closed. She's got her shawl wrapped around her, and her hair is like fluttering in the wind. She's just walking towards the graves.
That
you're-
is
You're close
listening.
now.
Shirtless.
Zach is still shirtless. You can speak. You can discuss what you say to the viewers. They're on. They're live.
All right. So hey everybody. Here we are at the mass graves, and I'm sorry. I can't do. Somebody call the police. There's been a murder. I start screaming into the camera.
Okay.
We killed somebody. Somebody actually got shot. I was calling.
Hold on. Do you actually
Die.
do you actually say that? Because that seems crazy to say.
Yeah. No. Zach cannot abide the situation anymore.
But you
I
haven't.
trust Todd
feel
to
like-
deal with it.
You
I
haven't.
want to sabotage the stream.
Am I correct though,
can't let
Joey?
this keep going.
Joey, am I correct that you haven't lost that much sanity? Have you?
No, I feel like I'm the only sane one left.
No, in mechanics wise, have you lost sanity? I mean, I know you've lost a few.
Because I've lost a couple of things. I have like 2 tally marks and a bit of sanity. Like I have 35 sanity.
So the sanity, yeah. Well, I don't know what your starting value was, but generally speaking, like you can absolutely be scared, but like that seems like what you're saying would be not only like, there's nothing threatening you right now. You're implicating you and your friends of murder. Well, if you say that, it's fine. But I'm just saying this seems like something you were just talking about trying to get out of. So you sure you want to say that live on camera?
Yeah, I feel like you just said you don't want to get implicated for murder,
Yeah.
and now you're implicating us for murder.
Which is fine if that's what you say, but I don't know. You just maybe think that he's crazier than he is.
You also tried to kill someone like way back at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah, we have a picture of it.
It's true.
Zach
Todd
is
does.
a complex character.
And I also have a picture of you holding the dude's wallet as well.
So what do you do here, Zach? Are you saying anything out of?
These pictures of
Well,
but I feel like Zach is a little trapped in a corner, wants to leave. People have threatened, like ghosts have threatened to kill him. He had a horrifying experience in the morgue. Someone just got shot. Maggie, like our biggest fan, is like bruised and beaten up. They were in like I fell to the floor, like horrible. Like this.
But so all these
if
terrible
one
things.
Of these things happened to me, I would.
I agree with you, but all these things have happened, and you're trying not to go to jail, I assume.
I think if I talk to the cops first, I might get a lenient sentence. Also,
all right.
I have the
So
best lawyers
you
in the
say it out
world.
loud onto the stream, and Todd will cut it after the first few sentences. But you say what's needed to be said.
We need to get active. I want to sabotage the stream so that we can live and not be on this murder island.
Okay. So you say that,
but
Todd...
also, I want to be a good player character. If we feel like this is a little too much for the character,
no, it doesn't. It's all good. Todd cuts the stream, and he looks like he's frustrated at towards Margaret, and but then he carries on like normal. He'll get his camera ready to go. But while you're arguing about whether or not you should have done that, Tony, you open yourself up to the site. You haven't drank today, right? I know you talked about the flask before, but you haven't drank. You gave it to Zach, right?
I've been giving it out to everybody, yeah.
All right, so since you are completely sober, you open up the site here, and you do hear something. A sound of gagged screaming fills your ears. You see what looks like a large burial site before you. You're no longer here. You're in a different time. You see the large pit, the two human-sized shadows are tossing the body of a woman into. She is bound, weeping, and begging to be spared. Her body sails into the pit below, and you hear a loud crack and groan of pain, and then silence. The shadows move toward the pit and begin chanting something in Latin while scattering a white, powdery substance below. And then you snap back to reality. Give yourself another tally mark and a sanity check, please. Okay, not bad with the sanity roll. Extreme success. But what is your tally mark at? I want to just get everybody's tallies here.
Where were we keeping those?
Anywhere, I said. Anywhere.
I actually think that might be only my second tally.
Okay, Tony 2. Zach, how many do you have? I think I said this last time, actually, and I think I lost that piece of paper.
Yeah.
So
We
two
can
for
always...
Tony, 2 for Zach.
Two for
Annabelle has
Tony.
1.
1, and Margaret has none?
None.
Of course.
I keep rolling well.
It's all good.
The only thing that has shaken Margaret at all is having a gun pointed at her.
Fair enough. That wouldn't give you a tally mark, though. Tally mark is not the same thing as sanity. I think I've mentioned that. Okay, so...
I mean, I took a tally mark for succeeding a test.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the same thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so did Tony just now.
Wait, you talking about the check boxes? That's my
No.
fourth. tally mark.
There's nothing in
separate.
checkbox. This is just, I've been saying throughout the game, mark a tally somewhere on your sheet. So if you've been keeping it in a checkbox of somewhere, then there'll be whatever you've been keeping track of. But I've been saying you're getting a tally mark. It may come up later in the game. No big deal.
Yeah, it's my fourth.
Your fourth. Okay. Great.
I had been 2 separate places.
Okay, perfect. So 4 for Tony, 2 for Zach, 1 for Annabelle, 0 for Margaret.
Mm-hmm.
Todd seems to be okay right now. Now, after this scene here, Tony, you might be shook a little bit, but you've covered yourself. Your sanity is still intact here. the crew is arguing. They're arguing over whether Zach did was good or bad or how it's implicating them. And you look down, Tony. You can see that there are, it looks like, thin layers of dirt, like little mounds where the flags are. Either someone has recently dug these up, or the rain has, caused the erosion of the soil. It looks like there's a very thin layer of dirt between whatever's buried beneath here and the surface. What do you do while they're arguing?
The first thing I'd like to do, though, is analyze my vision and what time period was the clothes they're wearing. You said they're speaking Latin, but that could mean a lot of things.
Yeah, it could have been like ancient times, Tony.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna use my foot and try to uncover one of the loose mounds.
With a quick brush of your foot, you feel something underneath the ground. The skin of whatever victim you just ran your foot over is extremely soft and sloughs off at the slightest touch, clinging momentarily to your foot. You see down below what looks like the skeletal remains of a body. You need another sanity check here.
Wow, I can do one thing right. Succeed a sanity check.
Okay, another success. Great. All right.
But looks like old enough that it's ancient, but there was still like a little bit of flesh. So like old, but not that old.
Or mummified somehow.
You're not quite sure. This doesn't make sense to you at all. And unfortunately,
Okay.
Tony, you're going to have another bout of madness because even though you passed, this still does a D3 damage. You take 2 sanity points. And you'll trigger another bout because you've already had a bout of sanity.
Yep.
Give me a D10. Ooh, my light just went out.
Nine.
9, you say, huh?
9 of 10.
Oh boy.
He just shoots us all immediately.
Yeah.
End of game.
So, here's what happens. You're going to fly into a fit of rage, and you attempt to destroy the source of your bout of madness. This could even be throwing some of your delicate and expensive equipment at it, or whatever you think would fit the scene here.
Start shooting it.
So the skeleton that's buried underneath is your source of the madness, so you have to destroy that thing entirely. What do you do?
Full fists and like WWE 1996 like shoulder slams, and I'm attacking the ground right now, essentially, right in front of all my friends.
I feel like he would shoot it. No,
Well, he put the gun away, so it may be harder to just grab. It's like his fists are available, but yeah.
And also, I'm not a moron. That doesn't destroy a skeleton.
Yeah, you're not in your right state of mind. But either way, whatever you think is fit. So you body slam the skeleton. You're fisting the skeleton.
I'm insane, not stupid.
Yeah.
I get back up, be like, what is your mama cooking? Boom. It's like just all of those, like, can you smell what Tony's cooking?
Todd is starting the film again, by the way.
Yeah,
Margaret.
I film on my phone as well,
Yeah.
and I lean over to Annabelle and say something about how you're afraid of him and that we're really scared.
It seems that some dark energy in this place has taken over
Hold
Tony,
on.
and
You got to get closer to the camera. This is gonna be like a Blair Witch Project here.
yeah, she's like, guys, I think some. Oh God, my light. This is horrible. Sorry, it's
Closer.
getting dark.
It's actually more Blair Witch.
This is okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do this, guys. So as you can see, Tony seems to have gone a little bit crazy. It looks like whatever entity is here has taken control of him, and he's possessed. So we may need to do an exorcism. Please pray for us, guys. I don't know if we're gonna make it out of here. This line is ridiculous.
Meanwhile,
exorcism.
Do you have a light in your room? Is the light not on?
Do I just need to get up to turn it on?
I think you just need to.
I have like a little light here, but yeah.
Turn it on. You got it.
I've just been like, it's progressively getting darker.
Go turn it on.
Because it was really bright before. It's just getting darker and darker.
We are about to end. We are about to end, but turn it on. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Go ahead. All right. So while Tony is destroying the skeleton in WWE manner, you get a phone call again.
Better.
I don't want to answer this phone, but damn it, it's Maya, right? I look at the phone.
Yep, it's Maya.
Okay,
and,
I answer the phone away from
Maya,
the
Don't
camera.
answer the phone.
Maya doesn't answer the phone with her typical, babes, how's it going? She answers it with more of a, Margaret, we have a problem.
Are we getting demonetized?
No, the stream is actually at its peak viewership right now. You guys are doing great, but I called Nuncio, and then all of a sudden you hear the walkie-talkie go off. Todd has the walkie-talkie, and you hear a Nuncio coming in. Hello.
Nuncio?
Margaret, you still there? I'm losing signal.
I'm here.
Margaret, can...
Todd, can you put down another of those Wi-Fi spikes?
He starts to grab one out of his thing, but it's going to take a few minutes.
Just keep it up.
We'll go to the walkie-talkie.
Yeah, okay, walkie-talkie. Okay,
Says Zach.
Yeah.
It says Joey. It says Joey being invested in watching.
Nuncio, can you hear me?
I hear you.
We need to get out of here.
Yes, I got a call from Maya. And she tells me you want to leave early. Is this true?
Yes, it is. We want to leave as soon as we're done with the Ouija board, okay? But we'll leave whenever you show up here.
That may be difficult. You see, the police here in Perla, I'm afraid they may have caught wind of what you're doing.
Okay.
They have not allowed anyone to go near the docks.
So we can't leave at all?
I know someone on the police force. I could perhaps come pick you up, but I actually have something that I want from you.
What is it?
You see, many years ago, people tried to go to that island because there was some buried treasure beneath the chapel. I've tried many times to locate it, but I cannot. I need you to go down there and retrieve it for me. Otherwise, I believe my boat will be docked.
I see. And where exactly in the chapel is it?
The rumors say it is down below in the crypt.
Okay. We'll take care of that.
You must. Or else you'll be on that island forever.
What do you mean forever?
The radio goes silent.
Son of a bitch.
And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
God damn it. These
Tony.
untrustworthy men in our lives.
I know,
Margaret,
right?
we just...
Only girl power now.
Girls
No,
gotta stick
no men,
together.
No men.
No men.
Only girl power.
And Maggie's
Girls
like, yeah.
rule, boys drool.
Maggie's like, yeah, girl power. Shut up, Maggie.
Be quiet.
Maggie's like, yeah, go. Oh, my ribs. God.
We don't suffer simps or
So
stands.
we will be back next week. I got to be honest with you. I don't know how many more episodes it's going to go. It feels like every episode could be the last episode at this point. So tune in because you definitely won't want to miss whenever this finishes. If you haven't done so, like this video already. Give us a like, subscribe, share the video too. If you know people like Call of Cthulhu, share this with Cthulhu people. Let's get more people here on the channel. We'll be back and more viral and more Call of Cthulhu to come. We'll see you on the tabletop. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.
Bye,
As
guys.
Maya would say, bye.
Bye.
Bye.